They've been lying to us about Thanksgiving for fucking ever. And I'm sitting here thinking, oh, well, I'm part native. I gotta celebrate Thanksgiving. And then I found out the truth about Thanksgiving, and it ruined Thanksgiving for me for the rest of my life. So on the job at Sears, I got fired on my day off because of what I did on Thanksgiving. I literally went off because I had to clean up the entire mess, and I was the only person there that was partially native. Nobody else there that was native worked there, so I had to clean up the Thanksgiving party, and I was so pissed off because I'm like, yo, why am I the only one that has to clean up this crap? If I'm part native and I wasn't invited to the party, but I got to clean up behind all these people, and it pissed me off to no end. And then this is before I began my native journey because I knew that I was part native. I just didn't like take the reconnection stuff serious because I was in my 20s. I didn't even know it was a thing until I was damn near 40 years old. And now that I know, it's like I'm on an unstoppable trek. But when you talk to people, we recently had our Sacagawea statues moved or taken away. We recently had our other Lois and Clark statue because they had depicted natives in a really bad light because they had Lewis and Clark. Sorry to my friend that just left. They had Lewis and Clark pointing rifles at a native statue, and I'm sitting here. I'm like, this is kind of messed up, but I'm glad that statue is gone. And I was always thinking that if you're going to build a statue to represent natives, at least have like true statues, because they could have had Sacagawea, her husband, and Lewis and Clark all pointing west, but they had Sacagawea in a kneeling position, which pissed me off. It's like, how do y'all have her kneeling? She guided them safely there. Why is she not in the front standing up?
She is the reason that they were alive.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. A lot of the things from like Virginia tribes, man, the representation, the statues, they were fracked up, and I'm glad the petitions came through and that they got rid of them. We just went through some shit like a long time back, like 3-4 years ago, and unfortunately, a young lady lost her life because some moron from Tennessee decided he wanted to be a martyr for white supremacy, and he drove through a crowd of people, killing one and injuring hundreds of others, which he's going to be in prison for the rest of his life. But it wasn't worth him throwing it away for this dumb shit. But when they removed the native statues, because we only had 2, we didn't have enough native representation in this town, period. And I always said that if they're going to build native statues, then at least make the natives look prominent and stoic and strong and not look like beat down bush weevils and shit, where if not for certain natives, there would be no way to the West Coast, and they wouldn't have got there safely. And then we in my city, we don't have any Pocahontas statues or anything like that. But like in a couple of cities over, and a couple of cities up north, they do have like a Pocahontas thing. And I'm like, y'all know she was kidnapped, right? But no, they don't teach you that in school. And I'm like, what the fuck are they teaching children? I'm sorry, I forgot you had children beside you. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. You're in my earbud, and they hear me cuss a lot.
Okay, well, still, I don't want to teach them anything because we have kids around here that we're trying to keep from swearing, who have not arrived yet, but they'll be coming in soon. They teach us crap.
The perfect example I can give of me in high school as a teenager is goodness, Finn, is so the first day you do your icebreaker things, right? It's your name, your age, what grade you're in, and then usually something special about yourself. You're not getting the Xbox. Go away.
We didn't have to do any of that. I don't think I would have survived your generation of coming to school. especially math class.
It was a way for, because, well, it might have just been my school, because we had two schools taking one class. It was two different schools in the same building, right? So we had to say our name, which school we were from, which was obvious because my school had uniforms and theirs did not.
It might not have been a school thing. It might just be a generation thing because I'm so much older than you. So it might just be a generation thing because we only had to introduce ourselves by name and then go sit down and then all stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance of the United States. And by the time we got to middle school,
so they tried to
we didn't do that anymore.
So I went to ROTC, right? Junior ROTC.
Uh-huh.
And we didn't have the pledge, but we did have morning muster. And every time that we had to salute or stand at attention for colors, I sat my ass down.
So how does that work? How did y'all have that? Because when I joined the Army, that was the only time we had to do that. But we also had to do it like
So
2 times a day.
We did morning muster every morning. And every morning they would do colors, and those that had the specific ranks would salute, and those that wouldn't, they would just stand at attention, and then we would have our morning announcements. Because we didn't have a PA system.
Awesome.
Because it was two schools, one building, so the other school had the PA system, and they just cut all the wires to our side of the school. And then we would have our morning announcements during muster.
Like they were
during
trying
colors,
to do
I sat my ass down,
stuff.
and they were like, "You can't do that." And I was like, "I'm indigenous. You're not going to get me to sing for shit when it comes to this country. Bite me." Well, why did you even come to the school? Yes, I had a choice. I had a choice. Really?
I'm glad that you did that because we never got to do any of that stuff, and I went to a public school. And I, again, did not find out that I was part Native until the 5th grade. So, you know, as a mixed person, we kind of don't really know shit. You know that when you go to school that you're mixed because that's when it's pointed out because kids don't give a crap about your feelings. And I don't know how they are today.
Oh, yeah, no.
But, you know, I got called half-breed a lot until we found out that I was Native. And then I got called Tonto a lot.
First day of
then
my junior year in AP history, they had us do the icebreaker because, again, it was two schools taking one class. And I stood up, I said my name, I said my age, and I said what school I was from, and then I kind of pointed to my uniform and was like, it's kind of obvious.
Well, you know, some people don't know obvious.
And then my interesting fact is that I'm Native. And some kid looks at me and goes, "Are you a dot or a feather?" And without hesitation, I picked up the biggest book next to me and chucked it right at his head.
Well,
that's me as a teenager. This is why I stayed inside.
I completely understand that because I've been in a couple of Facebook groups and they have said things about Indians, and I'm a little brass and maybe a little rough around the edges. And the first damn thing I said was, "Hey, what Indians are you talking about? Horses or camels, feathers or dots? Because I'm the ones with the freaking horses and the feathers. And I would greatly appreciate it if you said Indian and you weren't talking about us, then you would talk about the camel people or the flying carpets. But don't go around saying Indian loosely while I'm in this damn group." And then sometimes, like, when I meet strangers and I tell them that I'm Indian, I prefer to use the term Native more than Indian. I guess it really depends on who you really talk to about that whole situation. And when I say I'm Indian, and it's like, "You're Indian? Feathers or dots?" I was like, "Feathers, man, feathers." It's like, what? And when I first learned that term,
I'm Native.
Yeah, I started saying that I was Native too. I don't use Indian if I can help it.
The correct term for that class, my teacher set up that the correct terminology is Native or Indigenous American.
Yeah, so
when I introduced myself and I said I'm Native, and this smart-ass kid was like, "Dot or feather?" My immediate reaction was violence and to just chuck a freaking book at his head.
Now I can
missed
tell
by
you,
inches.
I don't
have
blame
teeth.
that immediate reaction. I do not blame that immediate reaction at all because I'm a lot different than some people. Because sometimes you got to make your point. You know, a lot of people don't like my style of when I say that because I have been told many times that I need to like humble myself a little bit. And I was like, I ain't got a problem humbling myself, but there are some times, God forgive me, TikTok, please don't ban me. But there are some times where you just got to punch somebody in the mouth, and I know that that's wrong, but it's also right because sometimes you just got to punch somebody in the mouth. It's not something that I should be preaching as a martial artist, but sometimes, sadly, you do have to punch people in the mouth because otherwise they won't understand that they've overstepped the boundary. You know, and it was the same way when I was in high school and I had to work, and this dude wouldn't stop freaking calling me Chief. I was like, dude, that ain't my fucking name. You know, I would be honored to be a chief, but I'm not from that bloodline, so I'm never going to be a chief, and I know that. So it's more like you pretty much spitting on me, you know, but you might not realize it, but you're spitting on me because you don't understand that if anything, there aren't, if any, female native chiefs to my knowledge. And I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong. There is a chief's sister. There's a legend. I think it's further closer out west. I could not tell you the tribe, but there was a female warrior out more west. I want to say it was Lakota. I can definitely be wrong, so please don't hold me to that. But she kicked ass in the battlefield with her brother. So again, I don't
believe
know
you're
the legend.
talking about Brave Woman Counts Coup.
That might be it because I can't remember I don't even remember the tribe, but I do know that she existed, and that she's not folklore. She's not the deer woman. She's not those people, but she did exist, and she was a warrior. And
you had to say that.
I'm sorry. At least I didn't use the SW. I didn't use those.
Oh.
Yeah, we won't go there.
Leave the flesh pedestrians out of this.
Yeah, we won't go there. But she's supposed to be a hero, or have I been told a wrong legend? Because
in modern day, things have changed to where there are women who women do have the capacity or the ability to be chiefs of their tribes now.
Yeah, but before we go on with that, the woman that I just mentioned, the DW, when did she not be a hero for vengeance, or somebody told me the wrong story, or is it like all legends they change tribally?
No, I completely understand that she would, but there's a certain amount of reverence that comes with not saying the name.
I agree.
Because it's liable.
I do apologize for that because, you know, not raised on the res, but I was told different legends of her. I even I made a graphic novel about it. I'm dealing with another book right now, waiting to get my I have a book being published by Page Publishing, but they wanted my Love 13 book because I mentioned 5 native deities: Coyote the Trickster, Sasquatch, DW, the Alaskan warrior thingy, and I mentioned Thunderbird. And I put it to where it could be understood by non-native people, but only because these were stories I was told by my grandmother as, I guess, stuff. I want to make sure I word it right because I'm not full native, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to butcher something or cross a line that I shouldn't be crossing. Not intentionally, but, you know, it happens.
One of the things that bothers me about the way that indigenous people have treated reconnecting natives is the fact that we know y'all are going to fuck up. We know.
Yeah. I am the king of that.
What's important is for us to have teaching moments and not just attack people. And that's, like, one of the biggest things is, like, stop, Renan.
I've had some good teachers, you know, they have not jumped on me.
The ability to, I'm going to correct you instead of attacking you.
Yeah, I've had quite a few natives teach me and correct me versus not correct me and not like come at me over crazy stuff. Because I have some really good native friends here. It's like, now you probably shouldn't say that, or you probably shouldn't say that. And I've broken my habit of whistling at night. So we all know what that causes. So, but there have been some that have like, yo, man, no. And I was like, okay, well, you can explain to me why there's a no, and I will be gladly to correct myself, Because I don't have a problem being wrong. I have a problem not having the knowledge of knowing when I am wrong. Hopefully I worded that right. Because if you teach me,
You did. I get it.
I can't
Give me
screw up
like
for one
2
time.
seconds. I'm gonna pop down and pop back up because
I completely understand.
something's going on with my stuff.
I completely understand. I hope everybody that's watching is understanding what's going on and why I made the video or why I did the live. I mostly did the live because of some things that popped up on my FYP involving The Rock being mistreated by his Samoan people, and I brought it up because as a mixed person, if you're not mixed, you don't really get the CF that we go through being mixed. As a mixed person, we're always trying to prove or I hope that's the right thing. God, I hope that's right. Is this damn thing working? Okay, I think it's working.
Try this again.
Sorry about that. I suck with technology.
Oh, it's not you. It's TikTok. Sometimes I get an echo because of my earbuds. It happens on videos too.
Well, I apologize because I tried to when I started the live, I wanted to make sure that people understood that mixed people, we go through a lot, and a lot of people who aren't mixed, or for your case, a lighter skinned native, a lot of people don't understand the fight that we have. I know your fight has been going on for about 2 years because of the fact that I don't know if you remember, but there was a lot of infighting on the color scale of natives, and this has been going on for about like a year or two because it's like they weren't validating the lighter natives, but then they weren't validating the darker natives, and I just fell in the middle.
I'm stuck at that weird precept where the only time I've been invalidated as a native, other than Uncle Voldemort, the unmentionable uncle, the one that we don't speak his name because he's like a flesh pedestrian. If you say it, he'll pop the fuck up.
Well, he claims he's left this this app for now. For now, we're just gonna say for now because he's left before. But
yeah, but once you say he's like a flesh pedestrian, as soon as you say his name,
he'll show right back up.
Pop the hell up.
Yeah.
And it'll be like, oh fuck, we were just through all this shit.
He really disappointed
me. But other than him, the only time I've ever been invalidated for my indigeneity is by white people.
Yeah, I haven't had too much of that as a problem, as I've had more with black people telling me that I would never be black enough for them. Most of the time, if I've dealt with white people, it was because of my black side, or it was the fact that they was just curious of what I was mixed with, and that was an issue for me versus it being an issue for other people. I don't know why these things don't accept people. It could just be me. Hopefully I got this person in. Okay, I got him in. I'm sorry.
I see it from both sides on this app.
Yeah.
I have seen, again, that, quote, elder who is a, quote, pipe bearer for my tribe directly invalidated a reconnecting Afro-Indigenous person. I don't want to say male-presenting person, specifically. And I hopped in the comments, and I was like, that's not how genetics and DNA work. I'm sorry. You haven't done any research. You don't know.
I will tell you.
And then I specifically pointed out how during the whole, if you're white passing or white presenting, you're white. Indigenous people, by the droves, were seeking out light-skinned natives to revalidate and to continue validating our existence as light-skinned natives. Yep. And I'm like, so blood quantum is a colonial construct that
that's
He blocked me.
that's been a thing because, like I said, I have 3 female native friends, and thank God for them because they were very validating to me. I can't pronounce all of their names. I can only pronounce 2 because the artist, I can't pronounce her name, but she's the youngest one. She's like around your age. Um, she has glasses. Very beautiful girl. She paints very, very beautiful pictures. And if I can remember her name, I would shout out to her right now, but I can't. But Victoria and True Bear, that's True Bear, they were the first 2 female indigenous to totally acknowledge me, plus the artist. And it's like, look, there's some things that a lot of people still haven't gotten the concept of mixed natives, but they definitely validated me. And I know True Bear went through some stuff with the hotel thing, which was kind of messed up. And then Victoria's been like right on me, helping me out with stuff. So, but these other sometimey natives be like, we'll count you, but you got some issues. And then the only thing that really had pissed me off over the last year and some change with the native community was just the damn infighting. And I was like, if I could just get them to stop infighting, we can move on and get stuff. And then the thing that pisses me off is that I did a video about Frank Young. I'm not sure if you remember him, but I know you have children, so I know that you're keeping an eye on your kids. There's another kid missing, and I did a video about it, and now I can't remember his name just because I wanted to talk about him. He's been missing for like about a month now. Frank was missing for 2 before they found his body. And it kills me that there's not one freaking news outlet that has addressed this crap. It pisses me off that there's nobody really pushing MMIP and Two Spirits the way it's supposed to. It pisses me off that, alright, we finally got some native TV shows, like real native TV shows. You got Res Dogs. There's a new one on A&E. They took off the one with Coyote the Trickster on it. I don't know why they took it off. It might have just been like a mini series. But
so
they
the
are not
only one of
pushing
those that
anything.
I actually, the only quote native show, and it's specifically Dene, that I actually allow really in my house is Spirit Rangers,
That's
which is
the
a kid's
A&E
show.
one? Is that the A&E one? If that's like the new one,
I don't
think?
know.
Well, we're in
watched it
different
on
It's a
states.
Netflix show.
Okay,
Yeah, my
Netflix.
kids watch it on Netflix.
Okay. Well, I
So
know
I know that
the
there's
other
one
one's on Netflix too.
about. I know there's one about missing women in Alaska.
Yeah, that just came on.
That are specifically
Alaska
native.
Daily. I'm 2 episodes in. But it's not
And
enough.
that one I haven't seen. I haven't seen it, so I'm not gonna speak on that one. But Reservation Dogs.
Well, see, I haven't watched
The
that one.
conflict was real when it came out. Because I'm like, cool, I would understand a lot of these jokes, having visited my grandmother, my auntie on the res so many times and having been there for so long. I mean, I don't live there, but I was for a good part of my life raised with my auntie on the res.
Well, see, I've never
So I
gotten to go to a
understand the
res.
jokes, but then it was like, but this is on a very public, where everybody globally can see it, and they're going to take a lot of the stuff they don't understand but think is funny and continue to perpetuate these stereotypes and to harm our community using this show.
Yeah, I don't think that the writers in them probably thought that part through.
They didn't, and because representation matters.
Yeah.
Oh God, these kids.
Well, I'm hoping that when Marvel drops Echo, not my stage name, the superhero Echo, I hope when they drop her show for Disney Plus, which is like I think 2 or 3 years away, so I'm hoping I get a job there. But I'm hoping that they do a great representation of that, because I don't know what tribe Echo comes from. See, I only know the superheroes that are on X-Men that are native, and again, they aren't represented on like these like superhero shows or anything. Because I don't know if y'all watch She-Hulk. I haven't watched it, but they haven't said anything about Wyatt Wingfoot being in it. And I was like, well, she dated a native man for a long time, and I'm pretty sure he's not in it. But I'm like, okay, so why are you not doing this? And I made a video about this on TikTok. I know it's like off topic a little bit because they do these warrior gauntlets. There are never any native heroes in these warrior gauntlets, and it pisses me off to no end because when I read X-Men, there's like 4 or 5 Native Americans on the X-Men team, and then like there's no natives on the Avengers. There's a possibility of one that could have been there, which was Joey Gomez, which is Captain Kickapoo, but no one's heard of him. I'm like, okay, well, how new is this guy? But there's no pushing of indigenous representation by comic creators like there should be. In fact, the only one video game that even remotely came close to having native representation was one of the Assassin's Creed's video games where the guy was half English and half native. And then they didn't do anything else with him. I'm like, you guys kind of suck. But there's no, I want to try to word this right. There's no real Native American hero representation. The shows that are just starting, they are addressing some issues, but they ain't addressing the issues when it comes to mainstream news. And that pisses me off. And to be honest, y'all can probably help me out because I don't know. I might not watch enough news. But where are the native newscasters? You know, besides like podcasters and shit. Where are the native news broadcasters? Where's the native person with the mic in front of the camera doing the report? Where are they? Because I can't find any. I mean, I do see a lot of Asian representation for like Chinese and Japanese reporters and shit, but there's no natives. And I don't want to see the guy from fucking what the hell is the name? Damn it, John Redcorn. I don't know. I don't remember the name of the damn cartoon, but I don't want to see anybody acting like John Redcorn because I know not all natives talk like that. And I do know that here on TikTok, sometimes talking historically or stoic is okay, but as long as it's not taken out of context.
That's so. From what I understand about the accent thing.
Yeah.
Because my Unsi does it. She's lived on the res her entire life, and she has that accent just naturally.
Yeah, well,
and
I don't
a lot
mind
of the elders on the res who speak both languages have it. I can force it if I'm transitioning back to English from speaking Lakota.
I can't do it at all.
I can't. I can do the auntie accent at least,
no.
Even though I'm not an auntie yet.
The thing was,
but I think that's more of like it's a stereotype.
It is
stereotype that came from the reservations because people, when they think native, they think reservation people.
Yeah.
They don't think, all of us over here in people living in the bumfuck middle of Alaska or people living in the bumfuck middle of Alabama or people living in cities. They don't think urban natives. They think tradition natives, and that comes from the reservations.
Well, I think the other problem is that there's not enough exposure. I mean, without TikTok, you would never see a powwow. I have not seen one powwow on Instagram yet. And I'm a little mad about that because I like my Instagram. And then I have watched the powwow, like, it got banned. I don't know how it got banned, but it got banned on TikTok. I was watching it, it literally just started, and it got banned. And I was like, okay, what the hell happened? They didn't do anything. They literally just walked out in the field in their garm, and the shit went shoo. I was like, oh, well, that sucks.
If you're not white, TikTok hates your guts.
It was
if you're not
another
white,
incident.
TikTok hates your guts.
Yeah, I'm beginning to believe that. I hate it that it's that way, but I am beginning to believe that. And then, the thing that also upsets me greatly is that why are mainstream newscasters not hiring native news people so that natives can have somebody that we can see? I see you, Brother Dale. I also see you, Brother Billy Mack, who's my biological real brother. We have the same father. We just got different mothers. Shout out. But I fail to understand how that these things all correlate with why I had started the live about Rock not being given the representation that he has done for his people that are Samoan, and how he has been hurt and hated by both now, by blacks and Samoans now. And like, do y'all not realize this man has to walk in two worlds and he has to negotiate shit? And then you also have to realize that if he takes a lot of roles that are for black people, he's never gonna hear the end of that shit. And there's not enough Samoan actors working to begin with. You know, this guy's part Samoan, so he should probably be able to get in here. Why can I not let him in here? I swear to God. It technology. It's technology. Oh shit. That's not good. I hope I'm still here. Am I still here? Okay, what the fuck did I do? I'm sorry if y'all hear me cussing. I'm trying to get stuff straight. Oh, for the love of God. How do you unpause this thing? Okay. Is that it? No, don't do that. Damn. Damn. You gotta be kidding me. I am still alive. Sort of. Oh, for the love of God. What does enhance do? Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Okay, if you're still here, say something. Because I'm... Okay, good. Well, you can't see me for some reason. I have no idea what in the hell I've done. I cannot get my face back on the screen. Okay. Somebody with some better intelligence, tell me how to get my face back on the screen. Because none of these things are working. Like, at all. Where's the freaking flip thing? Okay, that's not it. We don't want to touch that. Okay. Enhance. Oh, there it is. Jesus Christ. Okay, it's not working.
He's trying to invite somebody in and something happened.
The whole thing with the hell of the handbasket. Where's my flip thingy? Okay, I'm not going to touch that. I don't know what the hell that is. Well, you're not going to be able to see my face, but I'm not going to stop if that's okay with y'all, because I am completely stupid when it comes to technology. Even the enhanced thing isn't working. I don't know what in the blue hell. Uh-oh. I don't know what that did. Okay, mirror off, mirror on. What the frack is this? It's still not working. And I'm trying my best not to panic. And it is not working whatsoever. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just going to wind up keep talking and, like, screw seeing my face, because it's not that impressive anyway. But for some reason, I don't know what live intro is. What does that mean? If I touch that, will this, like... Oh, okay, we're not going to touch that. I don't know what that is. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to keep talking. To hell with seeing my face. I'm good. I know what the fuck I look like. But yeah. I don't think I want to try to invite anybody else. Because I don't know what the hell happened. I literally tried to invite somebody and it just went like all kinds of crazy. Is this what I need to do? Okay, that didn't work either. I don't know what that was. Oh, for the love of God. Yeah. This is why well, see, now that cuts me completely off. What the frack? Okay, screw it. You guys pretty much know what I look like. We're continuing on. No, I'm not going to turn it back around. But if you happen to find me on YouTube, well, now you know what I look like. But, the thing with these,
Now, the last time I went to Mexico when we were coming back, I was not carded. We were on a bus, and my brother and his...
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
You know, ID check.
So,
kind of pissed me off.
as
Still
a
annoys
person,
me that
sorry about that. As a person who's mixed,
I
with
guess
Mexican, do you have to have a native card to go back and
because I'm
forth?
white passing, I guess.
Oh, okay. Well, that would probably do it
Uh,
because I got a passport so that I can go to Canada, and I got my
a little bit more
passport for nothing
religious.
because apparently, as long as you have an American driver's license, it works for you to go to Canada. But I don't know how it works the other way because I've never really wanted to leave the country.
Earlier,
No.
last year,
Yeah. If I'm not going to Canada, I'm not really trying to go anywhere. No, like if I can help it.
later in the year, last year, I was
Yeah.
stopped by a police officer, almost shot.
Now, do they give y'all
Just because I was,
a harder time coming up from Mexico
speeding.
versus going back?
It's a Texas thing. Cops it's terrible over here.
Yeah. Are you as brown as me, if I may ask? Yeah, you muted. If your skin tone is as dark as mine, you probably have caught harder. Why is this shit not working? You probably have caught more stuff than I have. I don't know why in the blue hell. Alright, this shit's beginning to scare the crap out of me now because it's technology. But yeah, there's a lot of other native issues that I have would love to get off the table. I would love for the mainstream news to catch it, especially with the children that just keep wind up missing on all these resis and stuff. And I'm like, yo, we're again the BIA's not helping, and I didn't understand why they weren't like having native sheriff departments or native police departments doing their thing to get this thing back in here. I hope that works. I have no idea if that worked, dear friend. Let me try again. Oh, for the love of God. I hate technology. I honestly, truly, the guy, I hate technology. Why won't it let her in? God bless it. Bless it, God. Bless it. Probably won't let Dale in either. Oh, for the love of God. Well, he's already in. Oh, no. Uh-oh. This is bad. I've lost everybody. Okay. If y'all can hear me, I'm gonna log out and restart the live, providing that TikTok has not banned me. And I'm gonna go use the bathroom really, really quickly before I do that, cause I probably drank just a little bit too much Gatorade. But yeah, it's probably my live. I'm like one guideline away from being banned anyway. But I'm gonna try to come back. So I'm gonna go use the bathroom. I'm gonna log out and log back in and try to go live again. And I greatly appreciate y'all for being here. I thank you. Y'all have no idea.